Oh, I think I'm live. Let's see what we can do here. Might take me a second. Hold please. Hold please.
It's always
Oh, we get a commercial. Why wouldn't we? Brought to you by some shit that I don't care about. Alright. Let me work on this angle real quick with the camera. I've never done this setup before. We're going to try to get it so it films essentially what I'm doing. Apparently the camera is filming more than shows up. Oh, hey, what's up, Jeremy? Check it out. We're going to build a Star Wars Lego bomber. At least most of it. Excuse me. Oh, man. So, there I was. Elbows deep into Star Wars. Now, this is... I don't know how to describe exactly what this is or isn't, but this isn't not going to be a tutorial of how to do anything in life. This is just me doing this, and I realized I haven't streamed for a while, so I figured, what the heck, let's do a stream. I guess feel free to criticize in the comments below if I'm doing it wrong. It still is not the right angle. I'm trying to get this set up a little better. I need to get this figured out so I can see chats if there's chats. Give me 1 second here. How do I... Alright, here we go. Can you show the bird? Oh, yeah, I'll show you the bird. Hold on a second. I don't think the bird can talk. Oops. Where's the bird? It's a little spooked out by the tripod. It's never seen the tripod before. Bird, come here. Come bite my finger. Come over here and bite my finger. I know you want to bite my finger. No, the bird doesn't speak. It is not capable of speaking. Come here, bird. You gonna bite my finger? You're gonna try, aren't you? You little shit. You gonna bite me? Yeah, you tried to bite me. The iPad's freaking him out a little bit. Yeah, quit trying to bite me, you jerk. Sorry, this part of the house has got a bunch of toys sitting everywhere, so I can't really... I mean, I can, but I'm not going to film all of it. Let's try that. See what that looks like. See if that works for an angle. But yeah, no, I don't think the bird is going to learn anyone's name. It's not my bird. I'm temporarily in charge of the bird. We'll just put it that way. All right, let's figure this out. So when I do my Legos, I like to try to orient the word Lego on everything I build. I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do it, but it's the way that I do it. Look at me trying to do this like a complete fool. Get some of this organized. So this is a used set that I picked up. Excuse me. What I also like to do is try to orient it so the Legos are facing an orientation that makes sense with the build. All right, so that's going to be the front. So I'm going to orient all the Lego words going to the back of that, and then from driver to passenger on the other orientation, I believe is what I'm going to do here. As I also automatically start incorrectly. I'm not a professional Lego builder. And the set has been built, obviously, and deconstructed. So therefore, I can't go through like the bag numbers on a new set. Oh, what's up, bud? Actually, I pulled that cage out so he can watch me. I was trying to get him to come in here and hang out, but he's a chicken shit. He won't leave his cage. I mean, yeah, I heard you, bud. Wanna come in here? We're on the internet, bud. Welcome to the internet, bird. All right. So yeah, I'm on a Legos kick right now, dude. I got a bunch of the Legos from when I was a kid back recently, and was playing with those and having a lot of fun. And a set that I haven't actually put the. Calm down there, bird. He may actually come in here. He hears me talking. He's trying to figure out who I'm talking to. I'm trying to think. And one of the sets I haven't made a video on, they made a re-release of it that was like really, 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 really cool, and I wanted to get it. And at like the last minute, I was like, why do I need a re-release of a set I already own the original of? Let me get something like different. And I started like looking into like all the cool stuff they had, and like found out about the Star Wars Lego stuff. And I was like, dude, the Star Wars Legos is nuts, dude. Like, it's so cool now. Like, 20 years ago, Star Wars Lego was very Lego. It looked like, 4-bit or 8-bit video game stuff. And the new Star Wars Lego looks like almost like Star Wars toys. Plus, they have shooters. Like, it's so cool. It is so cool. Let's get this. Let's see, I'm doing these this way. Apparently, I'm doing it from the driver's side. Okay, that's fine. Even though that's completely differently oriented than all the rest of the whole entire thing. That's fine. Doesn't matter what you do as long as you do it the same. Actually, you don't even have to do it the same. Show Burb. Yeah, 1 second. I'll show Burb. Hold on, Burb. Here we go. Burb's super interested in what I'm doing. Come here, bud. Adjust the camera just a little bit. Come here and bite my finger. Come here, bite my finger. You want to bite my finger? He doesn't like the tripod. I can tell you that right now. You want to bite my finger? Yeah, you want to bite. Hey, you little shit. Ooh, you made contact. Now you're all excited to bite me, aren't you? You gonna bite me? Here, I'm gonna fuck with your bell a little bit. Yeah, that's your bell. You gonna bite me? You gonna bite me? Stop trying to bite me. He's a nipper for sure. He's a pretty cool bird. I got this tripod, this iPad. He's like kind of weirded out by it. He's checking it all out. So, full disclosure, not my bird. Not my bird. And the first thing this thing did when it was in my presence, because I don't know shit about birds. Yeah, check him out. He's all like checking stuff out. Like, I own cats and dogs in my life, and like the first thing you do when you meet a cat or dog, you put your hand out, let them smell you. So I did that to this thing. He fucking latched onto my finger, and I was about to give him the goddamn shake, and the owner was standing right there, just like, oh yeah, no, he bites. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks for letting me know. Like, she just completely, almost broke the skin like a complete madman. He's pretty cool though. I'm gonna play with your bell, I'll make you mad. Well, you don't like that, do you? Yeah, that's your bell. Yeah. Hey, you bit me, you little shit. All right. So I do got the cage pulled out a little bit for so he can watch. He's flown a couple times. Came into the kitchen one day when I was in there and like was checking me out type of deal, which was kind of weird. And I did manage to get like a hand towel out and got him on my hand and took him. Well, I gave a tour of the house and then took him back to his cage. I don't really know why he flew into the kitchen. And then like the day he got dropped off, like minutes after he bit me, I had a green. What? When the hell did you have a conure? And he spits seeds everywhere. This is a green cheek conure. I think he's like 8 years old. Anyways, moments after he bit the shit out of me, I was in the dining room looking at like the food and stuff, and the bird like flew directly towards the owner who was standing behind me. Like I heard the sound. I'm like, what am I hearing? I turn, and there's just this parrot in my face. I'm like, oh, he's going for my eyes now. And he wasn't. He was just flying. I ducked to the ground, flopped like a bitch instantly, and he landed on the owner's head. And she was like, you can just leave him in the cage if you're scared of him. And I was like, well, I'm not scared of a bird. It's just like I have instincts that like when shit comes flying at my face, I like, you know, duck and cover type of deal. What do we got here? Like, are you talking about like when you were growing up? Like, you never had this as an adult. I would have known if you had a bird. I don't ever remember a bird. Do you have a bird? Maybe you did have a bird. Let me think for a second. God, I don't think my brain works anymore. I think you might have had a bird. That's crazy. For sure had the bird when you were growing up, or for sure? For sure. Oh, look at me. Look at me building this wrong. Yeah, he's cool. Like, he knows when his food dish is getting opened up, and I gave him a little bit of banana. He liked that. Definitely interested in what I'm doing at all moments of everything. He's just completely into whatever I'm doing. But that's fine. I mean, I guess for me, it's like, it's cool to have, and the only problem is like, I mean, you think a dog or cat's useless. I mean, at least a dog or a cat can like catch a rodent in your house or something. A bird, what's a bird gonna do besides shit everywhere? Yeah, I don't know if this one does any tricks except for bites. The first night, I was like, all right, well, I got to get this thing back in the cage. And like, I don't think he's attacking necessarily. I think it's just like how the bird does the bird thing, like by biting. They're like known to be nippy, I guess. So I'm just like, well, how am I going to get this thing in the cage? And I'm like, oh, this is going to be like something I'm not even interested in trying to sort out. So, I make this up. I was like, well, let's just try this. I shut the lights off, and the bird just went straight to the cage. And like went into his little perch area. I was like, well, that was easy. No big deal. Like auto bird to cage, go to bed. Perfect. Trained bird. Exactly what I want. Don't have to mess with it or nothing. Next night, it's like, all right, time for bed. Shut the lights off. Bird just like looks at me. It's like, I ain't going to bed. I'm like, well, how am I going to do this? He literally spent the whole night on the outside of his cage hanging off the back, like trying to hide from me. I was like, well, I guess bird, you can just have the run of the house. I don't give a shit. Go be a bird, do your thing. I'm not gonna stress it. Just be aware. At my house, it's like Highlander. There's gonna be one at the end, and I don't know who if it's gonna be a bird or a me or some sort of other wild creature. There's gonna only be one at the end. So best of luck to everybody involved. But you know, whatever. We survived. Yeah, no, you could hang out with this bird 24 hours a day, and he'd be like into what you're doing, like. When I was in here, like, doing a Lego the other day, like, his cage is around the corner, and he couldn't see me. He was, like, getting very upset. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll move the cage a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I mean, good God, bird. And he was, like, way happy about being able to see what I was doing. Like, that's all he needed was just to see. We've been doing a lot of whistling. I'll mimic his whistles back to him. He seems to enjoy that. Let's see if I can get him to go here. He's walking over. He's just looking at me, just with the one eye. He's one eyeing me. Give me the old one eye. So this bird's famous, whatever you call it, adventure was at one point in his life he was being watched by somebody and he got out the door. And when he was out the door, he's like, hey, look, a forest. And he went and flew into the forest and they couldn't get him back. So he did like an overnight in the wild. And he did not like that, apparently. He's got like a disco ball. So they put the cage out with the disco ball and he came right back the next day. So he's like hanging upside down right now looking at me with his one eye. As you do when you're a bird. Sometimes when you're a bird, you hang upside down and you stare. Because why wouldn't you? And that's what I do when I'm a bird. The old classic upside down staring. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? This piece has a scratch in it, so I'm trying to hide it. One of the benefits of buying secondhand, you get scratches in your Legos sometimes. I don't know which way this actually goes, so I don't know which way to orient it. For the ultimate, I think that's the front there. That's where he sits. So we're going to go front to back. With the old Lego my ego. Watch me search for parts in the random mix. Yeah. So what's crazy is like I posted this video yesterday and one of my buddies from online gaming, he commented like they had a bird and they think the bird caused lung failure in like more than one family member. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know. I kind of look into it. It's like, it's a real thing. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, I didn't know anything about that. Like, that's bad news bears there. So, you know, just a temporary bird. Kind of got voluntold, truth be told. Like, that's kind of how it actually went down. You ever been voluntold to do something? But, you know, whatever. No big deal. No big deal. All part of the fun. You can come in here if you want to, you big dummy. He's like literally hanging off the corner of the cage as close as he can get to me without being in this room. I tried to give him this microphone stand to hang out on. He's just like, he's chicken. Yesterday was kind of funny. He was fruiting around, hanging upside down at the bottom of the cage. Like, I don't know what he was doing. I cleaned his cage and he was like, I don't know, either approved or disapproved. I'm not totally sure either way, but like, he decided he was going to go check out where the bottom of the cage opened up, and he was down below looking at that, and like, I was just doing my thing, whatever, kind of ignoring him, and like all of a sudden I hear thud, and I look over, the bird's laying on the ground, and like, he fell off the side of the cage, and he was so embarrassed, and I laughed at him. I said, ha 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 ha, you fell off the cage, you dummy. And he looked at me and he just like did like this like Helm's Deep dragon, whatever the hell it would be, like off the ground, just full wings. Just took off. I was like, whoa, he's way bigger with full wingspan than he is just chilling. I just realized that this is going to go on the front, and I just built all this the opposite of the way I want it to be built. It's kind of bumming me out. That's fine. I want those Legos to read the other direction, the word Lego. That's what I want right there. Much better. Crisis averted. Okay, that needs to be the other way too. You think I'd be better at doing this by now. Although I will say, when I was growing up, I never worried about the orientation of the word Lego, but as I am a perfectionist at this point in my life, I worry about such things a little more. Just a little bit. All right, let's look at how we're doing here. Looks like we got it mostly all there. I realize I'm kind of like off frame here a little bit. Maybe if I scoot it this way, I'd be a better shot. Can I do that without bumping the tripod? Yeah, it's a little better. All right. Blue piece. Oh, I missed a whole step when I was moving. All right, that's looking good. That's looking good. Let's throw this one underneath here. Get the Lego oriented the way I want it to go. Perfection. Yeah, I started like getting these Legos and like was chatting with the dude that I game with, and he's like some sort of like, I don't know, he gambles a lot, I guess is the best way to describe this person. And like he won some huge crazy parlay bet and won. I mean, I would say a large amount of money, honestly. It was like, I think he said he won like 20 grand or something. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was quite a bit. And he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm getting Legos." He's like, "I live next to a Legos store," and I was like, "Whoa, buddy." He is all in on Legos. Got some really cool sets. All right, this is supposed to snap onto here somehow. Let's see how this works. Oops. This is the cockpit. You just, excuse me? I already told you, you can come over here if you want to. I'm not going to carry you because you'll bite me. I don't want to be bit by a bird. Bird bit. All right. I'll get another one of these. Here we go. 2 smooths. All right, where does this piece go? This is going to be part of the bomb bay. The blacks go to the, I guess there's 2 sets of blacks. All right, we're going to orient everything front to back, driver's side. Tweet, 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 tweet. Oh yeah? That's a lippy little chirp from a bird. Nevermore. I thought about trying to train him to say something, but I don't think I can do it in the amount of time I've got. But I'm pretty sure I got him making different kind of chirps that he ever makes before. Dooba-dooba-doo, dooba-dooba-dee. Tweet, tweet, little bird. Tweet, tweet. Am I doing these in the wrong color? I feel like there should be more of these. Or is that too tall? No, that's good. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's so crazy how the Legos now, like, they got them so non-Lego-y looking. Is that a thing? They look like, I don't know, they look like the toys they were when they were just toys. Like, these bombers look so cool. Oops. Oh, you want a double stack there? Okay. I got you. I got you. All right. Oh yeah, all the fun's in here, Burb. Is he what coming over? Wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah, it's way more fun in here. The first night that I was gaming, he got super pumped on the siege. He was like freaking out, screaming and jumping around, getting all excited. What's crazy is there was a dude that was in my guild who had a green sheep conure, and that thing would like, it would get all sorts of vocal when we would siege the enemy keeps. It was like hilarious. Like it didn't care for the red team, and when it saw reds, it would just go like bonkers. And then that bird passed away, and we kind of lost our mascot. And then I was like, hey, I'm getting this bird. And what kind? I have no idea. And then I found out, like, oh, dude, the battle bird is back. I'm going to do a kookaburra for me. All right, let's look at everything. We got it all right? Looking good. One of these giant humongoids, whatever these things are called. I don't remember seeing these before. That's how they hold all the smooth parts on. Alright, so like some of this stuff, I don't know what to say. So far I've been pretty lucky with my sets that I've gotten, that they've been all adult owned. I've had a couple sets that have stickers, and the stickers were crooked. That's what's really nice about this set, is there's no stickers. I think Lego should get like a dose of get real on the sticker situation, because like, come on now. Quit putting stickers on stuff. You can't tell me that Lego's not making enough. Oh, I was supposed to build something on the bottom of these. You can't tell me that Lego's not making enough money, or they can't afford to like print prints on the. I mean, come on. I mean, I know it costs money, but like, get real, buddy. Get real, buddy. All right, I was supposed to build this first. Why didn't I do that? Let's see here. We need a couple of these. We'll get her. One of these. Which orientation is that going to be? Even on the upside down ones, you got to get it right. Perfect. Let's do the other side. Yeah, it's been so long since I played with Legos. I didn't know about these things. These Lego disassemblers. Yeah, those are super handy. And I'm gonna lie. Kind of wish I would have had one of those a while ago. Where is that upside down piece? There it is. Did I do this backwards? No, I didn't. Yeah, it'd be way easier to build these from the scratch with the numbered bags. Like, that would be like simple, easy mode. Like super easy mode. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Put one of those there. That's looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Need to build this over here. We're missing some stuff. What goes in that spot? Where's the whites at? I know I got one. Here it is. So that's too long, so something has to fill in first. What fills in first? Something's not right. I missed something. What'd I miss? Oh, that gray one. I didn't get the gray in there. That's him. professional Lego misser. I really like the paper instructions. Anything modern, you can get the digital download, and unfortunately, I had to buy a couple sets that didn't have the paper instructions because the price was such that it was like, I can live with no instructions. I've already rebuilt one without the instructions. It wasn't too bad. Just use the iPad, and then I got one that was the United States Postal Service. I tell you what, I ordered a set, and it was like, oh, it'll be here sometime between this week and that week, or whatever they said. Nothing I can do. And like the longest possible delivery date was going to be delivered yesterday. I was like, well, no big deal. You know. All right, something's not right. I didn't do something right here. This piece is not supposed to be a 4. That's supposed to be a 3. Something just fell off. I just realized I did that wrong. Where's my 3 at? I know you're in here someplace. Because those, yeah, it's a 3 sized big smooth, not a 4. But I don't see it. Why am I struggle busting so hard right now? I'm gonna have all this like exactly sorted, perfect. This thing was fully assembled. I disassembled it, and now I'm trying to figure out where the part is. Yeah, this is supposed to be one forward. Burb, did you come in here and steal my part, you little devil? Oh, you did you? That's not very nice of you. Is this one here? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And I don't see it. Like, am I blind? I know I'm going blind. Orange pieces, solids, angle. These are the smooths. Oh man, well that's gonna be a challenge. Not stuck to that. Bombs are rolling away. Whoa, those bombs are getting away for sure. Well, luckily I can add that as soon as I figure out where it got off to. I don't think I dropped anything when I was building it. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's going to be the last place I look, most likely. All right, let's get back to this. Too many pages. Skip too many. Still skip too many. I think that's where we were. Let's get these tan ones in. Anyways, back to the delivery. The it was like, it'll be delivered no later than Saturday, and it's like, whatever. It wasn't coming from that far away, but the dude that was shipping it like never like got it to him. Like he sat on it for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, never shipped it. It's like, oh no, I guess it's not coming super quick. And the way the mail is so absolutely pathetic these days. The town I live in can't even have its own like mail post office. It has to go to a town north of me. And I was like, you know, I've gotten used to it. It's just the way life is, living in the big city type of deal, right? Well, I got the notification that what's up, bud? You coming over here? That my package was in the town north of me on Friday before midnight. And it's like, or it was maybe it was Thursday. I don't know. It was there with plenty of time. Like, it's only an hour drive. And it was like, you had like a whole day that you could have drove it down to my town. So it must have been Thursday it got there. And then it sat there all day Friday, and they never drove it to my hometown. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's not going to be there until Tuesday because Monday's Columbus Day or some shit. And I was like, I could have got a backpack, a hiking stick, and my boots, and I could have walked to the town north of me, got my package, and walked home, and still had a whole day. And like, there's nothing I can do. I just have to sit here and enjoy it. Like, it actually was in my hometown for almost a whole day. Like 23 hours, I think it was here that it could have still been delivered. It's just like, dude, I don't understand it. How they can screw it up so bad, and like how they could be so incompetent. All right, some of these I didn't disassemble these because I feel like sometimes these little clicky pieces, the more you click them, the more prone they are to not clicking again anymore. So I left those fairly whole for reasons. I did forget to put the circle on here. Let's do that real quick. Get my Lego oriented the correct way. But yeah, just the United States Postal. It's like, I mean, I get it. It's probably hard. Yeah. No, I get it. Everything's hard. But like, some of that, it's like, dude, come on. Just like, you're driving, and the road is almost straight too. It's a straight drive. Like, it's not like it's a complicated drive or a whole bunch of stuff has to happen or whatever. And it was like, and it's part of the gig now. Like, they took ours away, and it's like, well, this will work out great. You won't even notice the difference. It's like, if I want to mail a letter to like a buddy that lives 2 houses down from me, I put it in the mailbox with a stamp, and then it drives north over an hour, gets processed, drives back south over an hour, and then it gets delivered. It'll probably take 4 days, if I had to guess. From like me putting it in the mailbox with the flag up, and then for it to be delivered, I bet would be 4-day turnaround, if you're lucky. And like, I'm talking fingers crossed, hoping for the best. Maximum, I hope it works out type of a situation. Just due to the amazingness of how amazing. It makes you wonder, like, what's better, Burb? You feel like being left out, bud? You can come on over if you want. I don't give a shit. Sometimes I think, man, I'm so glad that I grew up and I knew what it was like before. And then sometimes I think, man, if I just didn't ever know, it wouldn't bother me as much. I'm not sure what the best answer to that is. Like, growing up before the internet and like knowing how the world can actually function versus like living in the internet era and watching it like get just worse and worse and worse by like almost the minute, it seems like, if not the hour. I keep learning about how the young people and like the stupid things they say and how quick it changes, because like it used to be like things lasted, stupid sayings lasted forever. Like when I was growing up, it was like cool, the word cool, and rad. Well, cool and rad, that lasted from like middle school all the way through to, today. And now it's like, well, it's been 10 minutes. There's a new skibbity toilet, 6-7, whatever. I mean, just like, what? But it's okay. Everything will be fine. The youth doing the youth thing. Let's double check everything. We good? Got it good? I think so. Missing that one piece there. I really don't know where it is. It's kind of bumming me out because I really don't see it here, which is going to be extraordinarily challenging for that to work. I mean, all these are hinge pieces. Burb, did you steal my smooth piece when I wasn't looking, you little jerk? That's not going to end well for somebody. Somebody's going to get a bird spanking around here if you steal my Lego pieces. Was it you? Wasn't me. Wasn't me, he said. Wasn't me. Alright, whatever. I'll get it sorted out. Where could it have gone? It doesn't even make sense. Okay, next. Alright, one of these guys. Caw, caw. So this is like a little Easter eggy guy, a little orange piece here going into the cockpit for some bee boops and some bee bops. Beep boop boop, beep boop boop boop, beep beep bop. Beep boop boop boop, beep boop 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 boop, beep boop 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 boop. Another one over here, a little bee boop, de bee bop. Actually, when was I supposed to put the orange ones on? Last page? Oh yeah. Make sure that's looking right. So far so good. Already got that piece on there. Gotta get one over here. Well, that seems odd. Why does that look like it's even there? Something ain't right. I believe I made another mistake. No. That goes over that. That's sitting on that. Is it a mistake on the blueprint? Oh, this doesn't go here. It goes on top of the circle. Gotcha. My mistake. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. That's better. You ringing your bell? Ringing for service? Service, please. Yeah, service, please, he says. Service. I need a piece right there. One of these grays. Nope, not with a hole in it. Oh, good times. What else we got going on? Anything good? So I will be looking forward to Tuesday, apparently, to get my next set of Legos. I don't know if it's going to be a spoiler or not, but I managed to score a TIE Fighter with minifigs, no instructions. And not the big one either, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's the one that fits, I think, best with my sets, although it's not to scale. It's like the wings are small compared to the cockpit, but like a real TIE Fighter has really tall wings, and it looks weird compared to all my other TIE stuff. I was torn as to which one to go with. And I went with the one I went with, and it's done. I got a pretty good deal. The shipping was a little higher, but the actual Lego piece, I lowballed the dude, and he accepted it. And it was like, dude, I thought, my God, it's like the cost of a couple dozen eggs, which is just wild, considering what. And it's not. I don't base it on what they're listing as. I'm looking at the complete sold auction prices or whatever on eBay, and it's like something like I don't know what causes a lot of it. I mean, I guess I got caught up into a couple auctions and almost overpaid for a bunch of stuff myself personally. I guess at some point in your life, you say now is the time, and you do it, and then it's done, right? That's looking complete. I think we're up to this step. The burglaries. Pretty bird. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw. Caw-caw. Me whistling at a bird. Give the old whistle. Whistle me this, Batman. Whack. Whack. Ah! Nevermore. Oh well. I know this is not the most amazing stream in the history of streams, but someone had asked me why I'm not streaming myself building Legos, and my initial answer was because it takes a long time to build a Lego set, and most people don't want to sit that long and watch you build a Lego set, which, you know, I get it. But when in Rome, do Roman things, I guess. All right, where's the gray squares? There's one. Him right here. What are you doing, ding dong? Yeah, gotcha. He's over wrecking stuff. Wreck-It Ralph. All right, everything's looking good. Time to start. You get that round right there. All right, what is this thing? It's a two-piecer. Upside down though. An upside down two-piece smooth. Ooh, that's gonna be kind of a challenge. Like, where would that be? Oh man, I really don't know where I stuck those. Yeah, Bert, can you help me find this? I got the wedges here, shooter there. Huh. Not those, not those, not these. Not that. Not that, not this. Here's one. Jackpot. There's the other one. Got him. Fumble. Fumble. Offense recovered. All that just for one little thing? Okay. Back up to the top. Need a gray. One of them here. And he's going to go, where's he go? Across there. Rick, Rick. Whack, whack. Whack, whack. Whack, whack. Number 2 bag. Yeah. Don't have number 2 bag. Just have this. So it's kind of strange. There's a lot of hollow space in here. Like, I'm just about to cover that up. I feel like the potential for modding this is large. Because, like, that's the bomb bay there. And you got a whole open cavity here. Like a full 4x4. And a whole 4x4 there. Like, I feel like they kind of could have done some more things there. I don't know if that's just me being a crybaby or what, but I just feel like they could have done a little more there. Oh, yeah. Let's get one of these gray panels here. Yeah, this whole thing's empty too. Oh yeah? Yeah, just a giant 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hollow spot. You can put your treasures in there if you had some spare treasures. I'm not saying you do have spare treasures, but if you had some, you could. Does that just dangle? That seems kind of odd. Let's find out here. Oops. Everything is gonna be fine. Let's make sure it looks the same. I know you're supposed to count these X. Yeah, I don't do all that. I'm old school. I'm a visual learner. This is to hold all the smooth paneling on. All right, something's not jiving. That's a little better. All right, we got to build some of these funkiersons here. So we're gonna need a couple of these. What do you call them? Like double eyeballed pieces. I don't know where I've got those all stashed. Here's one. All right, these are gonna go vertically, so orient like that. There's the word Lego on here. We'll get that oriented correctly, and then we'll get this thing. So that's gonna be one side. Like so. Looks really weird though. Let's build another one. We need a gray or a tan, whatever. And then the double eyeball piece, which are not, I'm not seeing a bunch of those, unfortunately. I don't know where they would have gotten off to. Not in the wedge area. Oh, there's one. Got him! Oh, fumbled him. Ding, ding, a ding. You ring-a-ling-ding the bell there, Burb? All right. Fill those gaps in. Perfection. Next is to put a bunch of this stuff on. Was I already supposed to do all that? Oh, I guess I'm doing it right now. A bunch of these guys. Looks like a big one there. A big one there. I need a half one. A half one. And another half one. Things are looking great. They're great. Now I start putting some of these wedges on. Get two doubles. And then we're gonna need a telephone shaped one. And then two giant pieces. Now this is a good spot to hide any that have damage. I don't know if I have any damaged ones. I don't think I really did. I think on this side it was just one scratch and it was like on the wing, I think. Which, you know, whatever. We'll just pretend we scratched it ourselves. Alright, needs a tan there for some reason. That's kind of a random, don't forget to put your tan there, indicator. And now a bunch of small ones. A 1, a 2, looks like 3 smalls, and then some bigs. And then we start putting on the big sections on the rear. And a telephone shaped one. And the bird approves by twittering. Tweet, 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 tweetly, tweet, 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 tweet. Okay, an orange square goes back with this large thing. Spin it around so it's all in the back. That goes to the front. Lego there with an orange here. The small pieces are hard to see the Lego on. All right, next, this thing, he goes there. black thing, where's he going? He's doubling up. Double up. I assume these orange pieces are some sort of like something or other. I don't think you see them really in the completed build, but sometimes you have to put the parts in that they say have to go in. All right, things are looking up. Let's add some of these here pieces. Yeah, bird. Oh, I messed that up. It's a single on the end. Don't do it wrong. What you doing, bird? All right. They don't have me doing that one yet, but need a single up here. I just saw that little added notation. See, like it really hides. All right, telephone. Two large pieces. Good place to hide a damage if there's a damaged one, but I don't think I have a damaged one. Oh, it's got this thing. It's a little reverse. Oh, don't tell me I put those in the wrong spot. All right, fatal error. That piece there is supposed to have the red thing, and I put it in the wrong spot. I feel like maybe I'm having a flashback of errors from the past. Oh, luckily it just pops out. That's no big deal. I just have to switch these real quick. 1 second. Uno momento, por favor. Let's see, which way was that? That's gray on top, or tan on top. That's one of the advantages of not building exactly like they tell you to, because I think you add that red part later, or I missed it or something, whatever, doesn't matter. Oh, except for I want that orientation going the other way. Hold please. Hold please. Oh, there's no leg on that. Could have just spun it around. One thing I've like learned getting back into Lego is like I'm not gonna say all Lego enthusiasts are lunatics, but it seems like there's a lot of lunatics in the old Lego enthusiast area of the world. You can't do that. It's like, all right, I gotcha. Tell me you're an insane person without telling me you're an insane person. Perfection. I did see a fake Lego Glock the other day that looked so cool. Complete toy, does not function as any sort of anything other than a toy, but like it had like full on clip, casing, bullet. When you press the trigger on it, it actually ejected the casing and shot the bullet. Like, I was like, whoa, that's crazy, dude. Like, that was the coolest thing I'd seen in a long time. My instant thought was, I would love to have one of those. The guy making the video was like, do you think it'd be cool if I bought a bunch of these for my son's birthday party and gave them away as party gifts? He's like, when I was a kid, he was kind of my generation, I would assume. He's like, when I was a kid, that'd have been no problem. He's like, these days, I probably can't do that. And I was like, man, that is a shame. I'm just going to assume that goes there and go ahead and do it. Full Renegade mode. Do a visual. How's it looking? Do we got all the things we need? So far, so good. Oh yeah, that was wrong. Definitely should have done that. I'm going to build a thing here out of a couple of these. The old near vision isn't quite what it used to be, that's for certain. I'm trying to read the word Lego to get it oriented just right. Alright, looks like that's a 3 of a black. Do I have a black 3? Yes, I do. Black 3. Nope, it's not a black 3, it's a gray 3. Can't even see my colors correctly. There we go. And it looks like a single cheese wedge, which I don't know where those are. Is it really a single cheese wedge? I can get some doubles in here. That I can handle. Where am I going to find a single cheese wedge? It's in here someplace. Gotcha. Got him. All right, need a cheese wedge for there. I don't even know if they're actually called cheese wedges, but it kind of feels cheesy and wedgy all at the same time. All right. Oh, I think I was supposed to put some of these on real quick. I missed that part. Yeah, right here. Let me do that. A double. A double. A single stack. And there should be one more single stack. There he is. Perfection! Ooh, I didn't put those on first. I probably should have done that first. Because I think I have a clearance issue with these, slipping these in. Go, gadget fingers. That's probably an illegal move. Don't do an illegal move with your Lego. Everything looking good? Got it all? Everything's copacetic? Next. Alright, what are these little things? Some of the stuff, yeah, the stuff with the clips. I didn't undo the clips because I truly feel that clips have a limited lifespan. And the more you on and re-clip clips, the more your clip's lifespan gets closer to the end of its life. So when I undo stuff, I don't mess with clips because of the delicate nature that they tend to possess. I feel like I'm missing one though. There should be 2 of these. All right, let's build this up. Telephone. Cheese wedge. I mean, look how like cool that is, how smooth everything looks. Like it's so wild. Like this section over here. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, I need to skip and figure out, all right, I want to get these in the right spots. All right, this one is oriented, studs out, so I'm going to stick him here. This one says here. Make sure that I'm doing this all correctamundo. I'm gonna have to build a thing off this one. It's a half step smoothie and a square single. And that's just a piece of, there's like a side decoration there. That's all that is. It's pretty sweet. And I think that just folds back and then something pops into it later. All right, let's build these roundies. I got these up here. Get our Lego orientation in the correct manner. I'm gonna go vertical. If I remember right, as this gets built, all the Lego words disappear, and then you're stuck with either remembering it or not caring. Those are your options in life. And this is my favorite part, is I like to try to get these red smoothies. If you look real close, there's printing on them. It's like, it actually reads from the inside, if I'm not mistaken. I like to orient those so the words are in the correct orientation, just to be the completionist of completionists. Perfect. It also helps after you put these roundies on to figure out how it orients. So that's the rear, and that's the rear engine. Kind of cool. I mean, you see what I mean? Like, they're giving you all this in here. Like, why did we get an orange one there? What does that orange one do? Well, I guess you could say that's maybe fuel into whatever, like, because you never see it. That's 100% not available to be seen. Sorry, I may have been holding that up a little too high. Did I just do all that off camera? Sorry. So yeah, that little orange there, it's like I mean, it's kind of an Easter egg, but like, whatever. It's kind of funny. Makes me laugh. Makes me chuckle. Yuck, 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 yuck. All right, I have to do this twice. Gotta remember. Oh wait, I did it wrong. That's actually not correct. I was supposed to put a horizontal in there first before I oriented my my reds to perfection. Room for improvement. Definitely room for improvement. I mean, that one I would have sorted out eventually when I got to the end of the build and there was extra of those. I typically have extra piece, then I have to figure out where it goes, because like I said, I build visually. I don't count the little thing in the corner, because like, try to keep it inside the lines, I guess, right? Oh yeah, that looks way better. All right, moving forward. Learn from your happy little accidents. That's so funny. All right, let's try to get these orange. Oh, don't drop that. That will be gone for quite a while. Oh! Yep, I dropped it. We may have to try to find that piece later. Hold on. I see it. I'm going for it. Hopefully it'll fill my butt crack. I'm leaning over it. No one was injured in the retrieval of that Lego piece. Perfect. All right, here we go. Let's grab 4 of these real quick. Poor little burb, all by himself in the other room. All right, we never added all these wedges on the top here. We should do that real quick. Looks like it is a double, a double, a double, a double, and then a double, and then a double, a double, a double, a double, and a double. Take a look. How do we do? So far, so good. See, now is when I was supposed to put that little clip in. See, they have you add it later so you don't screw it up, but it's already in. That's one of those things. Those little clips are hard to... It's hard to figure out how long they're going to last for if you keep unclipping and clipping. And you only get so many clips, I promise you. I don't know how many you get, but they're limited. Limited numbers. Alright, we got to start adding some stuff over here. One of these telephone-shaped pieces. See, there's another one of those orange things there. I don't know what that's all about. Got to add some accoutrements here. Where's that little guy at? Here he is. So how does this work? That's supposed to be, this is clipped to one of these? It's kind of weird. I guess it goes like that. And that's supposed to look front of the ship-ish, if you will. Seems a little strange, but sometimes in life things are a little strange. Oh, I needed one of these ones over here. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm missing a piece. I need a telephone for right there. And I'm missing a telephone. Oh, that's not good. Did the bird actually come over here and steal a bunch of shit? Like, that would kind of actually suck. Or did I use a telephone where I was supposed to use two individuals? Oh, here it is. It's always last place you look. Everybody calm down. Alright, so I think we're there. Got all our wedges installed. Nope, I need two wedges right there. Two more cheese wedges hidden in this pile of... Oh, need that thing too, I was looking for that. That's not a cheese wedge, but that is. And there's a cheese wedge. Okay. I believe this guy goes here. He's going to get that snapped on, so we'll just put him in now. We need two more cheese wedges. There's one. And there's one. Perfect. Oh, no. Something goes back there. I think I got to build one of these things. Need some cheese wedges over here too. I feel like I'm running out of cheese wedges. That one felt kind of loosey-goosey. Alright, this particular cheese wedge has like a... looks like a little battle damage on him. Yeah, he's good where he is. He is good where he is. Alright. Let's grab a couple of these vent wedges. Then we need a bunch of these single orientation guys, and they go with the grain. And get a vent across like that. With the grain and a wedge like that. I need to build this guy out. He's a single smooth and then a... oh man, it's single smooth. I think there's only one of them left. There he is. I know I'm going to have to build him, so... oh! I just realized I didn't do this right. There's a 4x4 that goes down first. Damn it. That's kind of a fail, to be honest with you. This tool is clutch. I need one of these to go down first. We're just going to orient those front to back with the old Lego symbol. Much, much, much better. Much, 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 much better. The little grumbling bird agrees. I don't know if you guys can hear him over there. He's like going, whack, 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 whack. Just sitting on the corner watching me. Wishing he could come over and participate, but he's too chicken to do it. He's a bird who's a chicken bird. The old chicken bird. Next. All right, just did that step. One ahead of you there, instruction book. All right, this piece next. Now this is kind of funny because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag because I don't think I've posted it yet, but like this is not my first bomber. This may in fact be my second bomber, and my first bomber didn't come with that piece. Guy said it was complete. I was like, yay, complete, got it. Didn't have that part, and I'm like, bro, you told me it was complete, and then it turns out you're missing one piece, which kind of bummed me out. And then this one came and had two of these little pieces on them, which was kind of weird. That thing is just so loose there. I don't quite understand why they did that way, but shooters. Nope, not doing something right. All right, pay attention to what you're doing. You're doing it wrong, dummy. Oh, I messed that up pretty bad. Oh my God. Go gadget fingers. All right, this thing's not supposed to be on yet. Come here. Follow the instructions and build it like you're supposed to. Beep, boop, beep. Beep, boop, beep. Oh yeah, much better. Much, much, much better. I can't believe how loose this is. Like, is there a tighter version of that? Let's try a different one. Oop, fumble. Oh yeah, that's much better. Well, no, I take that back. It's not much better. It's a little better. But yeah, I got two of these. Because the guy stuck a second one up there where it doesn't belong, which is kind of weird. I don't know what to do with a second one of those, but I've got two of them now, but you know, whatever. Worst things in life. All right, I think that's where we're supposed to be at this point in the game. I missed a step. Is it all there? Shooters are built. TIE fighter. I don't know which TIE fighter I got for this one. Yeah, that's actually the right TIE fighter. He's actually got the right face. I think I swapped faces on the other one because, like, my Mandalorian, because he never takes his helmet off except for he doesn't have a face. And I was like, bro, no face? So I stuck the TIE fighter's face in the Mandalorian because reasons. So this is interesting. They give you this red block for the motor. So, like, there you go. Got a motor. And we put a smooth piece in for reasons I don't quite understand, but we do. There we go. One smooth in. And then we put this little, that's a cheese wedge. We need like a seat. Am I doing this right? It's kind of a weird picture they gave there. Okay. Gotcha. Now we got to build this thing. It's going to take one of I think I can orient either way. It doesn't really make two toots difference. Oh, that's not the right piece. I need a very specific smooth. Where's that going to be? There he is. Excuse me. The other thing I don't know is how much battery life I have. If this stream just ends for no reason, it's because my battery died. I can't tell. I'm not plugged in. I've already gone longer than I wanted to go, but we're not done yet, so you gotta... What do? Do you quit? Should I just quit streaming? Nah, we'll just keep building. We'll just keep on keeping on. Apparently that goes off the end a little bit. Flip it over. Oh, it's probably gonna be about one of those left, huh? Where am I gonna find that guy? There he is. He goes there, and this black thing, he goes there, and then this tan thing, he goes there to give us that. Does that look right? Yep, sure does. Sure can do. All right, that should be a large black weird shape thing. Where am I gonna find that at? I guess it's not black, it's gray. Kind of strange. Perfect. How about that? All right, let's build this thing. Get our Legos oriented the same direction. Get our 4 of these. Find our windshield. Let's check this thing out. It's got some printing in it. We're gonna put that at the bottom because reasons. This is one of the downfalls of this particular Lego set. They gave you this clear windshield, and they gave you this thing here, and that's like, it's solid. I mean, technically there's like one little hole through the dead center of the whole thing, but like, you can't see the dude on the inside. And I know there's some aftermarket alternative builds where they change the way the door works. I mean, it looks good. It's just the whole, there's nothing there. Kind of lame, not gonna lie, kind of lame. That, getting close. Excuse me. Let's build this dish. All right, it's got some Lego orientations. Looks like they want a single on the back. And they want 2 of these little guys on the front. Oriented that direction, and this weird black in the middle. And then these little stupid little things somehow pointing forward, I guess? Is that, yeah, pointing forward. Nope. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Yes, Burb, I hear you, bud. Not sure what you're crying about. There's no reason. Here we go. Oh yeah, nice and smooth there. Just like that. Okay. It's wing building time, I believe. Some of this is dusty. I know it is. Like this particular piece is like super dusty, so we're gonna try to get the dust off that. here we go. I believe this gets repetitive, if I'm not mistaken. But, so this is going to be the center part. And the wings are like the same. So I think I'm going to do 2 at a time and try to orient them so they're like correct. Does that make sense? So the way I want to do it, I want the Lego red from the back to the front, then I want this piece on the sides top down. If that makes any sense at all. It probably doesn't, but that's kind of how I'm doing this. In the spots where it's possible. It's not always possible due to reasons. But where it is possible, we shall try our best. Let's see if we can get this a little more into shot here. All right, what are we doing here? We go boom ski, badoom ski. It's a lot of the stuff. A lot of just setting the same piece over and over. But that's kind of how it is when there's symmetrical parts to a piece. I mean, what are you going to do in life? I mean, probably what they should have done is they probably should have had you build part of the wings first, just as to break up the minutia of doing it all over and over and over again. But as I don't work for Lego, I cannot tell Lego how to make their decisions. All right, see how that works? Looks like 2 of those, and we have 2 more. That was the scratched one. We're gonna try to find a place to kind of limit his exposure, maybe on like a bottom side of a wing or something. Kind of hide that a little bit. We're also still looking for that 2x3 smooth black. I don't know where it is, which just has me like baffled. Because he still goes on the inside of that thing, which kind of, I don't understand why I don't have that anymore. But you know, sometimes in life you don't have the things you thought you did. All right, this is where it makes the right and left difference, because I want to be able to orient the Lego to be red from the side here. So that one's going that way, and this one's going this way. So we're gonna have right and left. See how that works? Massive assumption that these are the centers. I'm pretty sure they are. Let's get these little guys going here. And the other weird thing is we got all these clips that I didn't undo. I think it's all going to work out. It's just might be a couple that you have to choose from to try to get it to orient correctly. And then the way it actually snaps together is a little different than how it... So these are all built 2 pivots and a single. Well, I didn't undo those because of the fact that like it can significantly weaken the clip every time you undo a clip. So I learned through sadness, tears, and broken-heartedness. Oh wait, I'm doing that wrong. Sorry. Takes a single in there. All right, and then we need one of these guys. We're gonna do that guy oriented that way, and this guy oriented that way. So far, perfection. Next, one of these small guys, and we're gonna go you there and you there. Perfect. Really, it just takes a whole nother one. We're gonna go you there, and like a so. You there, and like so. All right, we need to get everything squeezed together good. Then we got some of the light grays, and they're doing the non-clips on here. So we're gonna go non-clip, non-clip. So these are like the studs or whatever, the cylinders, because they're all clipped together. I don't think it's worth undoing. Cylinders on the part we're working on. Finger grabber area, or the bird's beak goes out into space. You could probably reverse it, but like, see, I just saw this has some dust on it. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And then we gotta have one of these for each. Oh, I need one more of those. Where's you at? That's not cool. Oh man. Am I coming up short on pieces? It kind of feels like I am here, kids. I need one of those right here. But it's not going to work well, I can assure you. All right, all points bulletin. Jeepers creepers. Oh man, I don't see it. How is that going to play out? Did something get stuck on one of these? Nope. That's not the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's the second piece I'm coming up short on. And there's no way that was missing when I built. Except for I have one of these. Now, did I stick the wrong color someplace? I'm leaning towards, I put a black someplace where I wasn't supposed to put a black. Is that even a thing I could have possibly have done? Oh God, I bet I did. Hold please. Because just one dark gray, this guy, I put a black where that was supposed to go. I'm almost guarantee I did that. Reverse, 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 reverse. Keep reversing, keep reversing, keep reversing, keep reversing. Looking for a, right there. Right there. All right, let's figure out where that is. That's going to be directly underneath. Let's see, get this oriented right. Where's that going to be? In front of the bombs. I don't see the wrong color in front of the bombs though. Unless it's below the bombs. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, that sucks. That's kind of sucky. Sometimes you make a mistake. I don't think it's gonna be that hard to fix though. I just need to get through 2 more layers here. Oh yeah, this is gonna suck. That is an oopsie doopsie there, kids. Oopsie doopsie. Oh man, yeah, that sucks bad. God, that is terrible. I just realized how bad that's going to actually be. That is buried in there. That's like all this comes off. God almighty, that's a screw up. That is a screw up of proportions large. Large proportions. And one of the things I'm not super great at is ripping stuff apart and then just like sticking it all back together exactly like it was. I'm super bad at that. And that one's kind of chewed upon. There he is. Epic fail. Okay. Now all I have to do is remember how to put all that back together. See how easy that is? God, that's a... What are the chances that I get this right? You be taking some overs and unders on this. I'm sure there's like an order of operations that I should be doing this in, and I don't know what exactly it would be. But we're just gonna do our best here. We're gonna do it by memory. You ready for this? We're gonna do it by memory. We're just gonna remember. The bird is laughing, saying, "There's not a chance you're gonna get that right." He says, "Not a chance, not a chance. Get real, get real, get real. Ripper, ripper, get real." Drawing a blank on that. I feel like that guy goes there. So far, so good. I think this guy goes up front. It'd be tricky to get him in because I think he was supposed to go in before this other piece went in. So I have to pop him out real quick. And pop him back in. And then one of these has to go over here, but I need a thing for that, which is going to be that one. And that was supposed to go in before this thing went back in. And that just crumbled into pieces, which is going to suck. That's back in. The blaster's back in. Then we're into the back. Okay. That's the front. This will look kind of chewed up. I'm going to try to find a different one for that. Because that actually kind of shows a little tiny bit. I mean, not lots, but a little bit. All right, that vent goes there. A couple of cheese wedges on either side. Oh, wait, got somebody just chimed in here. Yeah, I'm doing an amazing job. You just tuned in as I totally, like, totally botched it. I appreciate the words of confidence, though. I truly do. All right, so somehow all these pieces got to go back on the top. I'm just gonna stick this thing over here real quick because I don't want to lose him. Oh, I'm glad you joined the live stream. I just need to look at a picture to try to get this top right. All right, so here we are at the back. So it's this is not quite right. What did I do wrong here? It's supposed to be that. So it's that, a single next to him there, and then a telephone across, and a single. Oh, the bird's taking a bath right now in its drinking water. Perfect. That's not going to make a mess everywhere. No, not at all. Well, at least he's enjoying himself. All right, back to square one, just missing, I forgot to put that in before I added all that, so that's got to come back out. So we'll take this wedge out, pop him real quick, put the telephone in, Add him back real quick. Put the wedge back in. All right. Now, if you're rewatching the stream, just fast forward through all that. Pretend that didn't happen, because I don't make mistakes, obviously. And here we are. Oh wait, I gotta put this back on. I don't remember the perfect orientation, so we're just gonna guess at it and say it's that. Perfect. All right. Fast forward through the instruction manual. All right, we're clear. We're clear in here. Clear into the wings. I believe we were to this page when I realized I didn't have another black, which was extraordinarily difficult to continue. But was able to identify the misallocation of the incorrect gray or black piece. All right, so what do we got here? We got to build a thing. We got a smoothie there, and two of these on the edge. Bink and bonk. And then that there, I believe, is the answer to the test. All right, let's do that again. A smoothie and a bink and a bonk. Those are actual correct definitional words to describe what I'm doing here. A bink, a bonk, and a smoothie. Here we go. Now I believe we have to go to the back side. Get this bad boy. Orient him in the correct orientation, and then we'll try to guess where he actually goes by flipping this over, looking at the thing and shifting it 1, 2.5 to there. Well, that kind of disappoints me, because I just spun that thing 180 degrees. Now everything's backwards the way I wanted it. Well, sometimes in life you get disappointed. That is actually, I'm kind of bummed about that, to be perfectly honest with you. That's not how I wanted to do it. I mean, you can't see it. It's all underneath. But I managed to do that all 100% different than I wanted to. Can I flip them right to left? And I can flip them right to left to adjust that orientation. Man. If it were easy, everybody be doing it. A couple of these guys to tie that thing on. One there, one here. I don't want to snap on though. What's up with that? Gotta get the orientation just right. Okay. Checky check. And then a bunch of squares. It's like 4 for each, it looks like. 1, 2, 3. If I was the fourth one, where would I be? If I was the fourth one, where would I be? There I'd be. All right. And these just go directly in the corners. Oops, pop that off. What are the chances are of me? I did that on another one where it was like the first thing I did, and I put a piece where it didn't go, and I was like, dude, I gotta undo all that. Like, it happens. All right, now we got to go flip them over and start building this part here. It looks like they're oriented on the gray. That seem right? Yep. Everything keyed off the gray piece. And then we'll do this guy so you can read from this side. Not that it matters. It's not what people can see what you've done, it's what you know what you've done. That's how you can tell the true craftsman in you. Is if you do things that only you know about and you do them for a reason, you do them correctly. Correct being a relative term. All right, a couple of gray wedges, looks like front and back. I love how in the instructions you get to this step here and it says do it times 2. It's like, by the way, do that twice. Oh, thanks instructions. If you'd only told me that when I started, I could have just done 2 of them at the same time. All right, that's the center of the wing part. And it's saying we can pop those on. Let's go ahead and do that. Bazinga. Bazinga. Like all that orientation that I was doing and all that, you can't see any of it. It's all just like, it's in your head. We're just gonna fold those up a little bit. We'll set that over here. Now we're gonna have to do some creative building because we have to incorporate these parts here into this next step. See, like right there, it's saying, see what I mean? Do all 4 at once. Go full madman mode. Because this is just, it's 4 the same, but like dink and donk. Does that make any sense? We just have to kind of look in here and see what they want us to do. All right, so these all go on the hinge side. So we've got, I believe it'd be a this. This into that. Make sure our Lego is the direction we want it to go. A this. Into that. Get those built real nice. So that's our wings there. We can take this guy, maybe make a little room here in the middle. And we could set him like that. So we got upper and lower, upper and lower. All right, here we go. So I'm going to build the upper driver side first. And that's going to require me to Kentucky windage this just perfect. I believe it's that. Am I doing that right? Or am I doing that exactly backwards? That might be exactly backwards. Yeah, I think I did it backwards. Yep, this one splits half here, so that's not right. It is the downfall of trying to not take those things apart, because this is going to get tricky because I gotta wedge a piece in here, if that makes any sense at all. Because like right here you can see this is this wing we're building here, and I've got to get a partial. I've got to get this thing in here like that. And we should probably, while we're here, get this one ready to go. Get his wedge. Like I said, this isn't the right way to build it, but like without taking those clips apart and potentially cracking something, there isn't really any good way to go about it, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, so let's build this thing as we're looking at it. So we got to have this little smooth guy there. We got to have a triangle coming up. We're going to throw him here. We're going to get one of these little guys and put him nope, that's completely wrong again. Damn it. It's all one tie too high. Amateur. Nothing but an amateur. Otherwise it wouldn't swing in. See how that works? You're doing it wrong, stupid. That is definitely not right. I know that. I'll take that off right away. The triangle comes down one, I think, to there. That looks a little better. One of these little cheese wedges. He goes here. Bink, bink, bink. Got a smoothie across the top. Perfection. One of these ones that gets really dusty. And we got to have this back wing. Let's put that on real quick. And you go there. And you go there. And then somehow I got to stick these things on. Probably should have done this first, but I didn't. I think it's like that. Feels close. Should be some small ones. They go to the front. Put some by like one single, but gets captured later on, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we got a double here. Gotta do some backside work on this real quick. That's in front of him there. I believe that's what limits something or other. Ties him to there. Still got a big space that needs to be filled in with something. When are we filling that in, friends? This gets two sleeves and one of those. And they go across. This guy's going to get his Lego oriented so I can read it. Perfect, like that. I guess maybe there's just nothing there for that, so it clears, huh? Is that the general rationale? Okay. Oh, something just fell off. What was it? This little guy. Nothing more fun than hearing a piece of Lego fall off as you're trying to build and say to yourself, what just fell off? See, that one's going to go there, and this one's going to go over here. Let's grab these little pieces and get them going. Kind of use the previous as an instruction kit. What's the worst that could happen, is what I always say. Engage big brain. Engage. medium-sized brain. Oh, that's looking great. That's looking fantastico. It's called the madman technique, when you just build it like a madman. I guess one of the advantages of, oh, definitely stuck that one on wrong. Redo. I was gonna say, one of the advantages of not building from like a giant pile of Legos, that you kind of hopefully can assume that every piece is going to get used and there's not going to be any leftovers. That's the general hope. Whereas if you had just a pile of like 3,000 Legos, you kind of would have to count your parts a little closer as you constructed them. All right, where's this one going? On the front here? Yep. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. And orient those so you can read them. Oh, that fell off. Weren't supposed to. Double check I'm not screwing that up. Yep, that's good. Still trying to keep my eyes peeled for that one piece I'm missing. It's a little disappointing. It hasn't just magically shown up. Not that I think it's going to magically show up, but it'd be nice if it did. If it was going to, now would be the time. I like magic. Let's see. What's this guy here? A cheese wedge. And then we're going to use a scratched one on the bottom side of, which side are we going to do? Probably bottom side of driver. Because he won't show as much, I don't think. I'll probably orient it the other way when I display it. I definitely didn't want you going there, friend. Down one, please. There he is. That one there. I think that wing is getting close to being done. Let me get a little wedge action. I feel like something's missing on that one. Oh yeah, I don't have the clip on yet. Yep, that's a thing. Definitely need the clip. Oh man, get your brain oriented here, buddy. There it is. All right, so that side's done on the outside. I need to work on the inside though, which is going to be a couple of these things to hold that from falling off. Pretty crucial. Got him there. Need one over here by the hinge to support the hinge, I believe. Okay. So that's good. And I'm going to put this scratched one bottom side of driver or passenger. No, driver side is what I decided to do. Smooth one there, kind of hide it. This one here, smooth one there. Double check that you're not making a fool of yourself, which you've done before. Oh, it just gives you the instruction how to build everything again. All right, that's fine. So we gotta do these wedges. Off the top, single on the bottom. Oh, it fell off. Need to get those pieces on the back side, just tighten that up a little bit. Let's do that right now. Otherwise, that could be a problem. Don't want no problems. Snap in there, friend. Perfect. There should be one here at about hinge spacing, if I'm not mistaken. There should be one more of those for the bottom side of the hinge spacing, if I'm not mistaken, but I fumbled it. Excellent, excellent. Oh, you know what? I bet it's this one. I bet it's a gray. I was looking for a black the whole time, and it was a gray for the interior. Yeah, dummy. I don't know what it is about the gray and the black on these Lego sets. Sometimes I just don't see it. For some reason, there's something about it. All right, let's finish this up. What else we got to do here? We got to do all this gingerbreading. So that's going to be like, I think it's one there, one there, one there. It is one of these guys oriented with the Lego being red here, and a cheese wedge there. And then it's same thing down here. It's, what do I got left? One of them was like kind of scratched up. Try to hide him if at all possible. You know, you put things that you don't look at. That one's kind of loose. These are hard to read the Lego, but I like the Lego so it can be read. It's my own neurosis. All right, that's not good. What do I got 2 of these left over for? We'll get it. Don't worry. Bombays. A single cheese wedge, another single cheese wedge, and the Bombays. All right. Those all go to the Bombay. That must go to the Bombay. And this thing, I think, goes to the Bombay thing, too. All right, let's double check it all. Nope. Got a lot of these to go still. I know all this stuff's supposed to be filled in with smooth black. So hopefully we don't have a whole lot left over when we're done. I mean, realistically, there should be so close to nothing left over when we're done. It should equal almost exactly nothing. All right, where do you go, bud? Where's your missing? There you are. So far, so good. I think all we have left is the bomb orienter, this thing. Hopefully these pieces here make the bomb orienter. Let's try it. Let's see what we can do here. All right, this is some sort of backside of that. He goes there. He goes there. And then we take another one of these, we put him there. And then we take this guy and we put him oriented like so. And then we take this guy and we orient him like so. And then these cheese wedges get pointed arrow down and arrow down. I believe this is the bomb sight, if I'm not mistaken. Let me flip this over. Look at this, and he goes. Make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, it makes it so he goes offset, but can be aimed. And then these bombs are straightforward. It's just, oh, as it rolls away. I mean, it's 3 pieces. They load in from, I think they load from the bottom, is that right? I don't even remember. Almost positive it's from the bottom. That's how they're gonna come out. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you got your pilot. He goes in there. Oops. You fumble your pilot. There it is. There's the bomber. And you got these 2 shooters that you load in. Oh! You fumble the first one, and it's gone forever. I guess you just shove them in, and they just load. Oh. Thing is so sweet. Fly over. Bombs away. One more bomb. Now, this thing... Oh, sorry. I completely filmed that from... Well, maybe I didn't. I caught some of it. All right. So this thing is like... This is a solid. The only thing that's a little bit weak on this is this cockpit. To be honest with you. Everything else is... And you can, I mean, if you want to turn it into a tie, I guess you can. You can go full tie mode. The tie bomber is pretty awesome. This set came with like a sled and some other stuff. I've got them. They're in the other room. I was just building this thing up today because I hadn't built it yet from my own fingers. I like to build the used sets that I get myself. So yeah, that took way too long. I don't know how long I've been streaming for. It says hour and a half maybe, but whatever. There you go. Let's see if we can get some of the details. This cockpit's pretty good. You got an orange in there, and you got this little thing's crooked though. This TIE fighter is pretty sweet too. He's got nice leg printing. Good helmet printing, back printing. The parakeet is resting comfortably, chirping under its breath. But yeah, there it is, TIE bomber. Thing is awesome. Don't know if anyone's going to watch that. If you watch it, you're number one. Awesome. All right. Stay safe.